Yo, what's up with you, my guy?
Yo, what up, my dude?
Man, we had to get on here, bro. We had to talk about this game too, my man, because after that game one, I think we got the response that everybody was waiting for, man. But before we hop into this thing, this is the House Divided Podcast. Just boy B Hill right here. Got my man Corey over there. As you guys already know, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please help us. We're on the road to 200 right now. Help us build this thing. We took a little time off, but we're back in the swing of things now, guys, just in time for the NBA Finals. So, without further ado, Corey, go ahead and get this thing jumped out for us, man.
Yeah, so game two happened. Thunder absolutely dominated, controlled the whole game, wound up winning by 20 points.
Yo.
Stevie G, what's up, man?
Yo.
And honestly, it's a response that, like you said, everybody was expecting. The Thunder knew they couldn't go to Indiana down 0-2.
Right.
They control game one, let one get away. And what you saw was when the Thunder played at their peak, and the Pacers played I don't think the Pacers play good. When the Thunder played at their peak, they're damn near unbeatable.
I agree.
If they're going to play at this level, it can be a 5-game series. There's no reason why they can't go in Indiana and win both games if that's what we're going to get. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was freaking, what's the word? Surgical.
Yep.
Surgical. His mid-range game is like Kobe and Michaels, bro. It's that lethal. He don't miss in the mid-range that often.
It's nice.
He's automatic from 15 to 18. Chet Holmgren showed up after having a poor game one. To me, he set the tone. Shai Gilgeous throughout the whole game played great. Aaron Wiggins coming off the bench, and your man Caruso, right, with his championship experience, did his thing. That's all it took. And you can see that they bothered the Pacers. Halliburton, for as good as he is, has problems. Lou Dort put this man in the torture chamber, and he had nothing. He had no answers for it. So that was the game in a nutshell. Pretty boring game when you look at that whole outlook of it, because we got no excitement because the Thunder just put their foot on the Pacers' throat from the second quarter on.
They did what we needed them to do. They did what I said that I thought that they were going to do. I thought they was going to come out in that game too. I thought they were going to be guns a-blazing. Sure enough, man, look, it's what they did. Kind of like what you pointed to. Shai Gilgeous was just surgical in the way that he ran the game. You had Chet Holmgren pitching in. It was just a good overall team game. But Corey, I want to see more. I want to see more. I want to see him continue to do this, which I honestly think that they kind of figured the game out in a nutshell. They realized that in game one, they gave that thing away. You see what I'm saying? They knew that they gave it away. That game two, they came out there and they were ready, man. They were hitting their shots. Look what happens. When a team that relies on three-pointers hits their shots, good things tend to happen. The thing that's helped the Thunder out, like you alluded to in the last show, Corey, they haven't played great offensively. That hasn't been what their calling card has been that's gotten them to this point. They got back to the grind on the defensive side of the ball, man. I mean, they were locking up the Pacers. The Pacers had absolutely nothing to do. So I love the way that the Thunder play. It was status quo, in my opinion, the way that it was supposed to be in game one. They should be up 2-0 right now in all reality. They really should.
In all reality, yeah, but you got to give the Pacers a credit. They stuck around in that game one. They didn't let it get to where it got to in game two.
Right.
And so they went into that fourth quarter in game one down 9 points. In today's NBA, that's nothing, right? The 9-point lead can be erased. So
right.
I kind of give them they played better in game one than they did in game two. The luxury for the Thunder having Shai Gilgeous being the leading scorer in the league and being the MVP is, yeah, you can rely on him to carry you. And when he does and you guys win, it's great. But I think part of the Thunder's problem, parts here and there in the postseason, is they've relied on Shai too much and then guys get out of rhythm. What you saw last night was guys got in a rhythm. Shai gave the ball up more. He was more efficient. And when you get your guys involved, when you get Aaron Wiggins coming off the bench hitting 5 threes, You're getting Chet involved. You're getting J-Dub involved. That just makes it more scarier.
These kids are learning how to win, Corey. They're learning how
Yeah.
to win right in front of our eyes. They've been showing us all playoffs that they're here. They're learning how. They actually, I mean, they really got a perfect little matchup too in the finals, because in my honest opinion, I've said this on previous shows, Corey. The Celtics, Jason Tatum doesn't pop an Achilles, I think we got a different conversation going right now. I really, really do.
I think they beat the Celtics this year. I don't know if the Celtics, even if they would have got out of that Knicks series with the healthy Tatum, I don't know if we beat Indiana. I still go back to last year.
Something was off with you guys.
Yeah. Well, look, we got older overnight. You know, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are old 27 and 28. They've been in 6 conference finals. They played in 2 finals in an 8-year stretch. That's a lot of basketball.
It is.
So Jaylen Brown had the torn meniscus. He played through that. Porzingis had this mysterious illness that nobody still knows what it was. Like, there's just so much shit going on with us this year. Plus, we got high off the hog. We finally climbed the mountain and won, and I think we just took a big exhale. And it's just we didn't have that same fire. You know what I mean? When you spend 8 years climbing the hill and then you get there, you breathe a little bit. And I think
ones that are built different are the ones that keep going up that hill every year after year.
Oh, yeah.
And they keep
look, we were hunting. We won 61 games.
Right.
We were one of 3 teams to win 60 games, us, the Cavs, and the Thunder. So it wasn't like we just chalked it up. It wouldn't
that doesn't tell you that the regular season means absolutely nothing. I don't know what else.
It's all about playoffs, man.
Oh, it really is. It's about seeding. It's about where you're matched up, like what side of the bracket, how things kind of fall. I think that it was in the Thunder's benefit for them to be able to get the Nuggets in the second round. Plus, the Nuggets not having anybody but Jokic, man. They don't.
They still took it 7 games. Like that having Jokic offset Shea in that series.
Absolutely.
And I think that's why that was their toughest test.
Absolutely.
By easily. I will say this. The double big lineup did come back. And the Pacers won the rebounding battle in game 1. So I think Mark was smart in bringing that double big lineup back. But going forward for game 3, this is the one thing about the Thunder. They've had some games in the playoffs where you kind of just turn your head up, like being down 30 points to the Memphis Grizzlies in game 3 in the first round, getting blown out by 40 by the Timberwolves in game 3, losing game 3 on the road in Denver. So I can totally see a situation where going into Indiana, that place is going to be crazy. The Thunder haven't won a game 3 yet this playoff run. And they've been down big in 2 out of the 3. So if the Pacers can get game 3, things get real interesting again. But after game 2, man, like
I like the Thunder though, man. I really do. I think that they're going to be able to overcome that. I don't think the crowd's going to be much of a factor, because they always said, the one thing to beat a crowd is just hit your shots, man. Just get them out the game. You know what I'm saying? You hit them early, the crowd gets pretty quiet. They start sitting on their hands over there, and you don't hear a whole lot. You don't really hear about the crowd. Now, if the Pacers are coming out there and they're hitting their shots and they're moving up and down the floor fast pace, you could be in for a long night. I'm not going to sit here and say that the Pacers aren't capable of that by any means. Am I picking the Pacers to win game 3? Absolutely not. No. There's just no way. You can't do that. I mean, you realistically cannot sit here and tell me that you think the Pacers are going to come out. Because, Corey, we already said in reality it should be 0-2 right now. It really should.
Buddy, I didn't think the Pacers would get out the second round.
The Pacers have not won a game in the finals yet. Is that fair to say? The Thunder lost game 1. Can we just say that? That was point blank.
The Pacers won it, brother. I'm looking at, if I go look at the scores, I'm going to say 111, 110.
I get it.
They walked them down in the fourth quarter. It was a methodical walk down.
It was, I guess. Okay, fair enough. I gave credit to the Pacers.
You can call it whatever you want. I know what the Pacers are calling it. They're calling it a dub. I can tell you that right now.
It's 1-1 in the series going back to Indiana. I'll tell you that.
They got home court advantage.
But
hey, Stevie G said, hold up, we swept the Grizzlies. Hey, this is what happened. This is what I'm talking about. You guys beat the Grizzlies by 50 in game 1. You beat them by 30 in game 2. And then in game 3, you guys were down 30 points. Ja Morant gets hurt right before halftime. And the Thunder had the second largest comeback in playoff history. You won that game. But you shouldn't have been down 30 points to a team you beat by 50 and 30.
Ja don't get hurt, you probably ain't winning that game. I'm being real.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what there's little chinks here and there. There's little instances where the Thunder have looked vulnerable in a game.
Right. No, that's
on the
fair.
road.
That is a fair assumption. I mean, that's facts. That's not you talking trash or doing anything like that. That's straight facts.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
after the first 2 games against Minnesota at home, did you think they were going to go to Minnesota and lose by 40 points?
No way. No way.
Yeah, exactly.
Granted, they beat them 4-1.
Yeah, so that's really, what I'm saying.
Really, at the end of the day, they handled them, though. I was surprised that they handled Anthony Edwards the way that they did. That kind of surprised me. So that's why I don't see them. To me, the Timberwolves are a better team than the Pacers. The Denver Nuggets are a better team than the Pacers.
That I'll buy.
Okay.
I'll buy that one. I don't know about the Timberwolves.
Buddy, I'm taking Anthony Edwards against these boys. I'm telling you. It was something about
it seems like they got a more complete team.
The way the Thunder matched up with the Timberwolves was tough, man. That was just tough. Thunder make teams look bad. They do. They're good.
They really do.
They do. Them young bucks over there, man. If they keep that thing together, I don't know how they're going to. That team's getting broke up sooner or later. Who's the pieces that they can afford to lose though? Like, because Case and Wallace, Aaron Wiggins.
You're looking at some of those guys possibly leaving. Maybe a Kenrich Williams. Hey, Stevie G, let us know.
Who you think? Who you think, man? Who you think's gonna leave out of there? Because really, I could care less who leaves off y'all's team. If we want to be honest,
I tell you what, one of the big three's got to go, and it ain't gonna be Shea, right? So it's got to be.
They gotta. In my opinion, they gotta move one of those to go get a superstar. I want a superstar to pair with Chet. I don't know who. Damn it! I'm going over there and hollering at the Milwaukee Bucks. Like, what does it take? What does it take?
You want to bring Giannis onto this team? They don't need Giannis.
Why?
What?
Who don't need Giannis?
Not them.
Damn it! What? You tell me Aaron Wiggins, Case and Wallace, and J-Dub and a couple firsts. You ain't doing that for Giannis?
No, not when I just won 68 games.
You're high.
Not when I just won 68
You're not doing that next year. You can't come back next year status quo and think you're going to win it all. Nope, it's not going to happen. The league's changing. It's going to get better. I'm telling you right now. It's going to get better.
So there's going to be a team that's going to be better than this team.
Yes. Or sometimes, Corey, it's not all about the team that's the best. It's about how a team responds after they win a championship, if that's what happens. Because the games is a little bit different the next season after you win a title. It ain't the same.
This will be the second youngest team in NBA history to win a championship if they win.
Come on.
So I think they're pretty set up for the future. It's not like other teams winning it in their.
There's gonna be moves made. Giannis is moving this offseason. I'm just saying I'd put my name in the hat. For damn. You need another superstar to pair with Shea, and you would have a dynasty. They got lucky. They got lucky this year that the East was completely down, and there's really nobody over there competing with the Thunder. There's not. The West was harder for them than what the Finals is right now. Straight up.
One series. The Nuggets.
2 series.
What series?
The Timberwolves was harder too. They was tougher.
Come on, bro.
Pacers ain't blowing the Thunder out by 40, dog. Pacers ain't blowing the Thunder out by 40, dog.
They beat them in 5 games.
They ain't doing it. They'll probably the Pacers might get beat 5, buddy. Like I told you.
We don't know that yet.
I don't know.
You speaking purely off speculation. I've seen the Pacers do something to the Thunder that only the Nuggets did, was walk them down in a late game situation. And put them in a tight spot, and they couldn't compete.
That's fair. I'm not giving credit to Rick Carlisle over there, like he's not going to make some adjustments for Game 3 and come out there ready to go with a great game plan.
Bro, he's gonna have them
It's
ready.
there. Well, they need to be ready because you don't want to lose game 3. To me, that's pivotal. It's pivotal.
Not for the
No, it is for the Pacers because you won your game 1. You got home court advantage. Don't get that shit back. Don't you do it.
yeah,
Don't
but they could lose game 3, win game 4, and be back in Oklahoma City next Monday night
And then
for a
you tie it
2-2.
up. No, I don't
Yeah.
want that. I'd rather be in OKC 3-1. I'm going over there. I
Oh well,
want to win
yeah,
both my
absolutely.
games. I want to win both my games. I don't think it's
Yeah,
going to happen.
I think that's their plan.
We're going to see.
How shocked would you be if they won both in Indiana?
I'd be super shocked.
Would you really?
Super shocked.
This team that's been up 3-1 in every series that they were picked to lose.
I would be
You would be shocked that the Pacers, who's up 3-1 against Milwaukee, up 3-1 against Cleveland, up 3-1 against New York, and they were picked to lose all of those series. You're telling me you would be shocked that the fourth time they would do it?
Ain't neither one of them teams this team.
That's fair.
Not one of them teams you mentioned is the Thunder. And
that guy Giannis you were talking about, this Pacers team had him down 3-1.
That's fine. They ain't the Thunder.
They had a 64-win team in Cleveland down 3-1.
They ain't the Thunder.
They had the Knicks down 3-1 when everybody was picking
I told you the Cavs was fugazi. I told you that. That was
yeah, you did say that.
Shaky. Nothing over there, buddy. Donovan Mitchell ain't talking about nothing, never has, never will, bud. He's a Robin over there trying to be a Batman. It just don't work. You don't get to do things like that.
All right.
It's just what it is.
I wouldn't be shocked if they won game 3. I think they have a real good chance of winning game 3. I would be a little bit surprised if they came back to Oklahoma City up 3-1. That would surprise me a little bit.
That would shock the hell out of me.
But not this team. They've done it. I'm telling you, bro. They're going to get one in Indy. You know that's happening. They're going to get one of these two in Indy. If they can fully protect home court, it would be surprising.
I don't know, bro. I think the Thunder is about to put their foot on their throat. I think they're about to sit them down. Statement game in game 3. I think that's what's about to happen. I really do. We're gonna see. It's gonna be interesting. It really is. Like it's not gonna be easy. I'm not sitting here saying cakewalk, everything else. But they're not beating the Thunder, bro. They're not. I seen it the other night. When the Thunder's on their game, they're scoring off turnovers, they're creating turnovers. The Pacers have no answer for that. They just don't. You know what I mean? Even last series, like against the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards was sitting there saying, "Man, he was like they're just so fast." They always they always compare it to like AAU basketball, talking about like playing the AAU basketball days. AAU basketball is tough ball like that. That's
It's a lot of running. When you play 11 guys, you can do that.
You earn your stripes. You earn your stripes in AAU. Yeah. But I don't know. Leaning Thunder in 6, Stevie G. I like that. I'm thinking Thunder in 5. I'm going back to my original pick.
You going back to your original now? Mm-hmm. You switching back?
Yep. I said 6 the other night. I'm back to 5. They're going to 4-1 these boys. 4 in a row.
You kill me, bro.
4 in a row. That one game that they won, that the Pacers was on that ultimate high. Stuff like that happens. You can't be doing that.
No, they stuck around and walked them down at the end.
And they didn't walk them down last game. How'd that work out for them?
Man, they did their job. What do you want when you go on the road?
It's fair. You want to win one.
What do you want? You want to what?
You win one, you make it a series. For sure.
Okay.
It don't become a series till the other
What did the Pacers do? What did the Pacers do? What did the Pacers do?
They walked them down and won. OKC let the Pacers transition offense down. They had 89% possession from half court set, and without the transition game, Pacers have no chance. I agree. They locked them up.
Hey, Stevie G.
Get back on D.
I would assume that in their own building, that pace is going to rev back up, but
absolutely.
I think they're going to be juiced. That crowd's going to be juiced. It's going to be a different kind of track.
And Pacer fans are real too, boy. And they won a champion. It's kind of cool that whoever wins the championship is going to be the first for the organization. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Get somebody new to the club.
You know what I mean? That's going to be kind of cool. They're each going to be able to hang a banner. I'm proud of them. You guys
We
get
know
the
something
experience.
about our
Oh,
teams know something about
a
that. You know
lot,
what I
a
mean?
lot. You see Magic back there on the wall. I got Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know about chips over here, but yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's an amazing feeling to be able to watch your team hang the banners. You
it
know what I'm
is,
saying?
man.
I might pull up to the parade to go see what they talking about. To be real,
Why? You see, okay, don't look, B Hill's been hating on the Thunder all year,
I'm
in
not in
case
there
y'all
to
don't know.
celebrate. I'm just gonna go pull up and enjoy the
You just want to
festivities.
see us. Okay.
There's gonna be a festivity. There's gonna be drinks and everything else. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go enjoy some festivities. Why not? Sounds like a great place to be. That's
Okay,
what
before we get out of here, assuming the Thunder win the championship, what percentage chance do you give your Lakers of knocking them off next year?
that's tough. Cause can I get back to you on that? Because I had to see what we do. We haven't made no moves yet. I gotta see what
You
Rob.
want to
I gotta
see?
see what Rob cooks up in off season. See what we got working.
Okay.
Because we could trade Austin Reeves. A lot of OU recruits went to the game, and we.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
give us an OU update before
they're
we get out
ready.
of here.
They're ready. They're gonna be ready. I seen John Mateer. I've actually met him, the new quarterback that's came to OU. He come up to the dealership because my dealership, Fowler Dodge, is a sponsor of OU athletics. So we had him up there. We're nice. We're gonna be nice. I'm excited. I'm excited. Really am, but I'm not getting too excited. I think 8, 9 wins next year is an improvement. I really do, and that sounds crazy. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and like preach no national championship for my team or anything like that because, buddy, we're in the SEC. We got a really tough schedule. I think if we go 9-3, Corey, I'm jumping for joy next year, bud.
Well, yeah, like look, we talked about this off air. You get really good home games. You get LSU at home. Who else you get at home? I forget. Ole Miss.
They got Ole Miss at home. They got Auburn at home.
Auburn at home. So they'll having those three at home will definitely help.
Michigan.
Michigan. I mean, look,
it's a schedule.
win
bud.
those games. You win those games. You split the Tennessee Alabama matchup on the road. If you can get one of those,
Lose to Texas.
y'all be sitting pretty.
Oh, did I just say that?
What'd you say?
That can't happen. I think we beat Texas next year.
Oh God, we already started.
I'm not believing the hype in Arch Manning. I got to see it first. I got to see him on the field. That has been the biggest damn mystery in all of sports.
Arch Manning.
And don't you come at me with the UTSA stuff. I'm sick of that. I don't want to hear none of it. They be talking about how he had that game against UTSA, the School of the Blind and Deaf, over there in San Antonio. You know them.
You thought I would bring that up? I didn't even know they played.
I'm just saying in general because there's people that'll talk about it and bro, I just gotta see it. I gotta see it. Okay, just because your last name's Manning doesn't guarantee success.
He's going to be better than Quinn Ewers. I think that much is possible.
That's not very difficult to do.
And Quinn Ewers beat y'all last year, right?
Quinn Ewers, thank God he was the quarterback, though, because I really think he was the one reason why they didn't win a national championship. I think you have a better quarterback in Texas, man. With the roster they had, that was ridiculous.
Now, are they going to be preseason number one? Because ain't they spending like 30, 40 something million on this roster?
Sounds great. They can go for it. Go spend all that money.
Are they going to be preseason number one?
Yeah, probably. Because they're all about the Texas hype. You know how it goes. It's Texas.
Are they surpassing Ohio State on how much they spend on their payroll?
Bro, they was hating on Ohio State because Ohio State didn't want to make that a night game. I don't blame
Are they playing
Ohio
Texas?
State. Yeah. Yeah, like game 2. The week we play Michigan is the week they play Ohio State. If I'm not no, Ohio State, Texas is week 1. That's the first week of the season coming out.
Oh, buddy, I can't wait for that.
I get Texas the nod in that one, though.
Is it in Texas?
No, I think it's in Ohio State.
That's a huge game. That is a huge game. Holy crap.
Big. Yeah.
Arch Manning goes up to the shoe and wins them a ball game in Ohio.
But the next week we got OU Michigan on primetime. pulling up. Got Bryce Underwood, the freshman
I was
quarterback,
about to
pulling up
say
into
that
Norman.
quarterback for
We're gonna see, man. It's gonna be interesting. I really am. Like a guy on there was talking about with us having John Mateer behind center. That just like there's not really a whole lot of matchups that we have on the schedule to where you go in there and they're like, they have a better quarterback than OU. They were saying Arch Manning, but I gotta see it first. I really do. I just gotta see it. I think we're gonna hit that kid in the mouth. And I think I'll say this, OU underrated. They have probably one of the top D lines in the SEC and maybe all of America. Real talk.
Really?
Go check it out. Go peep
It's
it.
been a while since so you can say that too.
They got some hog mollies up front. They got them trenches built up. I will say that right now.
Is the O-line improved?
Yes, it's got to. Damn it, it can't get worse. That was terrible last year. It's got to get better. You know, like my lord, you bring a couple
y'all were terrible up front.
It was ass. That was absolutely terrible last year. And you're in the SEC to pair all that. It was a lot of injuries too, though, Corey. Like,
yeah,
you don't have all those injuries to the receiver. I mean, buddy, we was out there with true freshman walk-ons playing receiver in the SEC. That's just not a recipe for success.
That's not gonna work.
So I think with healthy receivers, I think with John Mateer, if he is what they say he is, and he comes in here and he has a Heisman type season, they're comparing this guy to Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray type. That's all I'm saying. It's not my words. That's everybody that's seen him play words.
There's only one game I want to see between OU and another opponent. That's OU Auburn. I want to see the revenge game from Jackson Arnold. I just want to see I want him to come back into Norman and beat y'all's ass.
Damn,
it would be awesome.
That hurts.
It would be great.
Damn.
It would be great.
That's some shit that would probably happen too, though, if you want to be real. Like, you can book it. He'll go over there and be a damn superstar. It's crazy. My boy Corey dropped off of here. But, man, if he goes over there and they win that, what up?
Win that?
No, I was just saying, if they do that, if that happens, bro, said if Jackson Arnold starts, that is right. He is in a QB battle over there. Nothing's guaranteed.
Oh, really? Well,
yeah, nothing's guaranteed. I can't remember the dude's name, but the quarterback that was there, they're competing for the job. Like, I don't think it's been announced that Jackson Arnold's like the automatic starter. That kid's he's a fluky.
Man, you loved him coming out of high school, too.
I sure did until I started seeing him play. He's not that good. Just can't read the field. He couldn't read the field. Now, granted, is there some things he had natural arm talent? I got to give the kid that. I don't know a lot of kids that could sit behind that offensive line that we had last year and had that group of receivers that we had and be successful as a true freshman. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Your first year you're starting in the SEC. There's a lot of pressure on that kid's shoulders, and I just don't think that he was built to be able to live up to that. Some guys just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? They can't carry weight on their shoulders. The guys that can come in there and carry weight on their shoulder, like John Mateer, this joker come in here and take us to the playoff, win a couple playoff games. He don't even got to win the whole damn thing. He come in here and win a couple playoff games, but he'd be a king over here in Norman. I'm telling you right now. They'll love him. We're going to see. He's rocking number 10, same number Jackson Arnold had. He rocks the sleeve. I met the kid. He's got some swagger to him. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see. He told me he's ready to go out there and ball out. That's what he told me. So we're going to see. I'm interested. You know what I'm saying? We got our starter in Norman. I'll tell you that. I think that cat's going to ball, bro. He put up 44 touchdowns and over 4,500 yards of total offense, Corey. He can run and
last
throw.
Year?
He had almost 1,000 on the ground and like 15 touchdowns, and they had like 29 throwing and like over 3,200 passing. It's crazy, bro.
That's pretty damn good.
That's what I'm saying. That's not bad.
Pretty damn good. I didn't know he put up those stats.
That's not bad. That's why he was the number 1 overall player in the transfer portal. Hey, look at you. Oh, Trent. Who's Trent? Trent, what's up with you, my man? Dude or a
I don't
girl?
know who Trent is.
Well, Trent likes you, whoever Trent is.
I don't know who Trent is,
He
bro.
likes the way you rock your hat to the back, dog.
Close us out, bro.
Hey, man. House divided, but we don't divide that way, my dog. But anyways, hey, if y'all ain't already, Trent, if you're not, man, subscribe, brother. Help us get to 200. You know what I mean? Corey will wear his hat backwards all the time if you subscribe. Also,
Bro,
to
stop.
post it on the X. Put it on the Instagram. Y'all already know what time it is. I'm going to holler at y'all. Y'all be good. I can't do this no more.
Peace.
Peace.